This is Ertan Taskin from Ozan Engineering, and this video is about TwinMesh application with Workbench CFX and setting up a parametric study. TwinMesh typically uses the standalone solver applications. However, if a design engineer wants to perform a parametric analysis using Workbench, there is a workaround procedure, and we will go through the steps one by one in this video. The standard setup export to TwinMesh includes relative paths to the routine and grids. So we have to set the absolute references and take into account that each process in parallel has access to this location. So we will use three-dimensional eccentric screw pump as an example for this application. First of all, what we have to do is export all files from TwinMesh. File, export all files. So this creates a new CFX pre-setup file, as you see in the screen, and we have to save the setup while naming it accordingly. After naming it, let's close this and create a new Workbench project. On this Workbench project, let's create a CFX component. Right-click and import the case file that we just generated to TwinMesh to Workbench CFX. And let's edit it. Before proceeding further, let's save our Workbench project. So TwinMesh creates different grids for this pump operation based on the setting. So what we have to do, we have to bring this directory that TwinMesh is generated, as shown here, to the user directory for this new project. So let's copy this and go back to the new project that we generated, project files, and paste it in it. We have to specify an absolute path of this grids folder in the CFX pre. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the user, right click on the user, edit in command editor. So the command editor opens here, and what we need to do, we need to define the exact location of the grids. So in order to do that, we're going to go back to the folder that we put the grids, and then provide this location to here. process. Similarly, we will copy these two folders, Linux AMD 64 and WinNT AMD 64, into the same user folder. As we put the grids. And on CFX Pre, we will come to user routines, right click, edit in command monitor editor, and similarly, we will provide the exact location of the path. At this point, let's set an input parameter since we aim to perform a parametric analysis with this Workbench application. Let's define one of the parameters as the parametric inlet condition, boundary condition. There we go. Set as. So let's run the case. So this is the Workbench look of the CFX project. So we will perform the run. For the sake of this video, I stopped the iterations at the 5th time step, and we will continue with the parametric settings. Let's close this and come back to the results, because we would like to set an output parameter. For that purpose, we need to open this CFD post. Let's go to the expressions, and I will select the power as my output parameter. So as you see in the table, my inlet input parameter and output parameters are shown here. So I can go ahead and make new variables here. Etc. So these are going to be all calculated, but before doing that, let's go back to the project and clear the execution control for the parametric analysis so that it wouldn't fail. And we can update all the design points. With that, all the design points are completed and outputs are obtained. Note that the numbers on the output parameters may not make sense here because for the demonstration purposes, I kept iterations on a very low end. By no means these are the converged solutions. So in this video, I demonstrated a TwinMesh application on Workbench CFX and also how to set up a parametric analysis. Thank you for watching.